Hey, welcome back to Reddit Regret It, the show where we read gay Reddit's messiest stories, react in real time, and let you be the judge. I'm JPL, and of course today's episode has a theme. It's a little heavier, souvenirs. Because everybody comes back from a trip or a relationship with something. A little keychain, a magnet for the fridge, or in today's stories, something you didn't ask for and you cannot return. We've got a vacation that came home with a receipt you can't give back, a boyfriend whose entire family has moved into an apartment they don't pay a dime for, and a betrayal so serious, we're gonna slow all the way down. So grab a drink, get comfy, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe because we're about to get all the way real. Let's get into it. Okay, my boyfriend went on vacation, exclusive, and came back with gonorrhea. Am I the asshole for leaving? Okay, y'all, the vacation curse is real, so I'm gonna read this like if it just happened to me, so stay with me. So we've been together 5 months, official, exclusive. We had that talk where we're on the same page, all in, and he telling me he's taking a little solo trip. Few weeks, summer warm, I couldn't go, work was insane, and I said, of course, go have fun, I trust you. He gets back and I'm feeling playful, so I go kind of joking, so you meet anybody out there? And he gets mad, like offended. Wow, you really don't trust me? That's messed up. Made me feel bad for asking the question in our own relationship. But okay, a couple of weeks go by, we both do our routine testing like grown adults, and my results come back. Gonorrhea, positive. For a man who was so offended, I'd even joke about it. And now come the waterworks. He's crying, apologizing, the whole performance. It happened because the relationship was still new. I was drunk, I couldn't think straight, I was on vacation. I love you, it'll never happen again. And I'll be real with y'all, I'm gutted. I'm not sleeping. I can't focus at work because I actually love this man. And now I don't know. Do I go to therapy and try to heal with him? Or do I just leave before it gets worse? Okay, so the tale here really is how upset he got and how angry he got with the joke. Because, sir, you made your bed and you're mad at me for clocking your tea soon? Like, and it's just crazy how your intuition can clock something. So clearly the person must have thought it was a possibility he probably would be like that. Guilty people get defensive. And I feel like I wouldn't want to be in a relationship where it's like off bat, even when you do feel guilty or you did do something wrong, you're automatically getting defensive. I don't know. I just feel like I really wish you would have just owned up to it then. I feel like at least that would have been okay. Like, you're not going to sit and lie to me for another couple weeks while we go get these tests done. And you're not even, no thought to even be like, okay, I'm going to own up to it then. I think you have multiple opportunities to own up to it before then, to where you could even consider staying with him. But the fact that I feel like he got defensive, got mad at you, made you feel bad, I don't like it. I don't like it. And then the excuses, look, like I said before in my other video, if you are in a monogamous relationship, then you need to act like you are in a monogamous relationship. And you can't go on vacation and sleep with people and then expect your partner to be okay with it. And being drunk, like I said before, is not a reason to do that. Like, I need us to understand that, like, drugs and alcohol are not a reason that can excuse you not being faithful or not honoring your word and being honest to your partner. Like, that just doesn't work. So I don't like the fact that he also isn't owning up to it. To me, that lacks a level of accountability, because we all know at a certain age that drinking, that's you contributed to your drinking. So whatever decisions you made on that, that's you. So for him to even try to excuse it on that, or that the relationship was new. So it's like, you said you love this man and he said he loves you, but then the relationship's new. Okay, so when do you actually cherish the relationship to when you don't cheat on the person? Like, what point do you make that decision? 2 years in, 5 years in, like, you know, and the fact that you even wanted to go on a solo trip and you knew what you were doing. Like, and that's the thing I feel like with some people in relationships. Like, sir, you know you wanted to go on vacation and sleep around. Point blank, period. And if that's what you wanted to do, and I'm not saying this person would have been okay with that, but clearly if they're open to still maybe even considering if they should leave you or not, they may have been open to you having a little fun on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it's like, when people don't even have these conversations, then you get yourself in a deeper hole, and now you just seem like a dishonest person, and you seem like a person that's going to blame me for something you did. And I always thought that's wild when people blame their partner or get defensive or make their partner feel bad for what they did. Like, I don't want a partner like that. Like, I'd really rather have the partner that just owns up to it and feels bad the moment I clock their teeth, you know? And hey, to anybody that's been cheated on, I understand that can be like very, very traumatizing. It can be very, very heartbreaking. Like, all jokes aside, them not being able to sleep, them not being able to focus at work, like I feel like this really is affecting them. I don't think it's crazy for anybody to still be loving their person at this point. I just think you really have to consider how it played out, because he was being dishonest in ways that I think made you feel even worse. So I personally wouldn't want a partner that would make me feel like that on top of cheating on me. So it's like, you cheat on me and then you make me feel bad for even thinking that you cheated on me when you actually did. And you also gave me a STD. So now you're risking my health, and you weren't even going to tell me until our little, our usual check-ins. But still, like, that's my health that you're playing with. So I just think all of that together for me is where I would not be able to excuse this particular guy in this situation. But I do understand that it can be hard when you love somebody, and I can empathize with the fact that it's very upsetting and traumatizing and heartbreaking for somebody to cheat on you and to have to work through that grief in that process as well. So you're allowed to feel that. You're allowed to feel all of that. And it just sucks that people, on top of like being dishonest and cheating on you and giving you a literal STD, that they still have the nerve to not take accountability or to not really own up to what they did. So yeah, so at the end of the day, I really do feel like, for me, you are not the asshole in my eyes, because he was being so dishonest and made you feel bad and like didn't own up to it until you literally had something affecting your health. But I always want to leave it up to you guys as well. So what's the move? A, leave now, the trust is gone and it'll only hurt worse later. B, the tears are real, do the therapy. Some couples do come back from this. Or C, forget the debate. A man who got mad at a joke and gave you an STD already showed you everything. Drop your take, be gentle in the comments, but I definitely want to hear what your thoughts are. This is a little raw because they really feel hurt by being cheated on. They love this person. And I personally have never been in this experience. I really am curious, like, how you guys will operate with this if you had those feelings of love and you were conflicted because of that. I definitely want to hear your takes. And if you feel like, bye-bye, boy, bye, I definitely want to hear your takes as well. Okay, so next up. Am I the asshole for not letting my boyfriend's family stay in my apartment every single day? Okay, y'all, so this is a little palate cleanser. Nobody's cheating in this one. We're just dealing with boundaries, which it seems that a lot of people have an issue with those lately. So let's get into it. Okay. So this is my apartment, mine originally, my name on the lease, and I pay all the bills, every single one. Me and my man have been together 8 months. He's 20, I'm 22, and honestly, it's been amazing. Keep the bill part in your pocket though. Because the last few months, his family has basically moved in. His mom and his little brother show up every single morning. It started because the little brother caught the bus from my place. Okay, cute, fine, I get it. But now there's no bus, there's no reason, and they're just here every day. And the weekends, his sisters are underage, and they're over here drinking and smoking with him. So now my weekends are gone too. My whole apartment full all the time. Now me, I'm not a big crowd person, so while everybody's camped up in my living room, I'm kind of hiding in the bedroom. But apparently that earned me a reputation. Now the whole family thinks I don't like them. So I finally said something. I told my man, I can't have your family in my house all the time. And he got pouty. Told me if they can't come over, it's going to hurt the relationship with them. Okay, so first off, the receipts are already receipting. Because you pay every single bill, and you guys are not even that like different in age to where I could be like, oh, you're older and you're paying the bills and blah, blah. You're 2 years older than him. He's 20. So you're the only person of age where other people are drinking and smoking in your house with your lease. So if you get caught, you're the one they're going to assume is providing the liquor and the things that are not appropriate for somebody under their age. So that's just too much already for me. I just think you're paying the bills. You don't want people in your house. You didn't sign up for, don't be wrong, when you date somebody, you technically are dating their family, but you're not signing up to live with their family. I'm sorry. Like I unless your mom is like, her health is really messed up, or you have a sibling that needs to crash for a couple of weeks or something because they're down and out, that kind of stuff, of course. But you living and your whole squad coming, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And at the end of the day, now you're trying to guilt me, it'll hurt your relationship. Well, I'm sorry. If it means for you to have a boyfriend, you have to have your family around all the time, and has to be literally in our living space all the time, then we don't need to be in a relationship. Like, these are the things for me, y'all, where it just will be a no for me. I don't know. It said they've been together 8 months. To me, it's not even a year, boo. Like, I get it if you really are deep in love with somebody and this started happening, but like, it's not long enough to me. And y'all are so young that to me, it would be a wash. And I know I'm kind of saying my decision soon, but like, it's just, y'all are young. You're in your 20s. Your 20s should not be dealing with stuff like this. This is giving like, I'm 35 and like I'm helping my wife out or my partner out with their family because their family just got kicked out or something. Like, it's giving something more intense that you should be dealing with at your age. And I'm a big believer in this, and this is why it's probably taken me such a long time to find my boo. I think your partner should be ease to your life. They should be somebody that brings ease to your life, peace to your life, not chaos, not drama, not a bunch of other people. Like, I feel like it should be something to that nature, and I get things can pop up, things can happen, but overall, this is just giving like chaos and just giving like too much. And also, it's really just giving you do not know boundaries with your family. And I personally am not dating somebody that doesn't have boundaries with their family because I set boundaries with my own family. And I've had hard conversations with my own family. So if you can't do that with your family, then we're not going to rock because you're going to think I'm being disrespectful all the time I say something about how you handle your family. So we're not even going to set ourselves up for those arguments. And ultimately, what really gets you the out is the fact that they're underage or they're trying to drink and smoke in your apartment. Like, that is illegal. And honestly, let them know. Very clear, concise communication. I don't want to let y'all know it's not that I don't like you. I actually just like having my own space. I'm sure you can relate. And I would say it to his mom. I'm sure when you got your first place or when you were doing your thing with your partner, you wanted your own space. Can you relate to that? I would clock her tea and make her relate to it. And if not, well, either way, I want my own space. I pay all the bills here. Unfortunately, your son does not pay anything. So at the end of the day, he don't pay nothing. See, I'm getting bothered because I just don't like when people take advantage of people, especially in their home. Like, I think your home really is supposed to be your place of peace. I literally saged and like I did a whole little ancestral like spiritual thing in my apartment because I had some bad energy in here, some bad boy energy in here, and it needed to go. So I understand not wanting certain people in your space, not wanting negative energy in your space, but you've heard enough from me, so I want to hear from you. So who's wrong? Is it A, not the asshole, your name, your bills, your rules, the boundary is fair? B, not the asshole on the boundary, but hiding in the bedroom for months made it worse? Is it C, 8 months is just too soon to have his whole family this immersed and like all up in your apartment, all up in your space, and at their age, being 20 and 22? But y'all let me know, A, B, or C. Curious to know what you guys think. Also curious to know if anybody has dealt with this, please drop a comment. I want to hear from you. And let me know how you handled it. I know family can be like a touchy subject, but if it's like one family member or two family members, I feel like that can be an easier conversation. But the whole squad, this is like just getting really too deep. But I also feel like most of the time, the partner is usually paying half the bills. Also, if you guys have stories that you want to drop and that you guys want me to read on Reddit, please go ahead, DM me, let me know. I definitely want to read audience stories. Okay, y'all, last one, and this one's a little messy. Am I the asshole for wanting to sleep with someone else after my husband cheated with 2 guys? Okay, so no comedy on this one because what this person did really is a violation, and I want to make that completely clear, and I don't play about stuff like this. So, yeah, we're going to have to take a little more serious tone on this, and it starts messy and it gets even heavier. So, my husband, we're married, leaves the country for work for 3 weeks. He comes back and something's just off. So, I go through his phone, and there's a guy in there. He's calling this man cute boy, telling him he missed him. I confront him. He lies. Then finally, okay, we messed around. All right. Devastating, but okay. Except every time I ask, is that everything? Is that all that happened? Same answer every single time. That's all. Nothing else. That's it. Spoiler, it was not all. After some really ugly fights, the rest comes out. It wasn't one guy, and it wasn't just messing around. He'd also set up a whole fake account, and he was sending private videos of the 2 of us to strangers without ever telling me. See, y'all, this is actually like illegal. Sharing something that private, that intimate, and the person does not know, and you're sharing that is just beyond just, honestly, I feel like stuff like that's evil, to be honest. Like, that's just such a violation of your partner's privacy. There was no consent there. Like, why are you doing that? And the fact that you are sending to somebody that you're cheating on me with, what is wrong with people? Like, that's just a whole different kind of like broken. I digress. So we've been having the long talks. I'm trying to move through it, and at some point I asked him, would you be okay if I slept with someone else? Just to level it out. And now I'm asking y'all, am I the asshole for even asking to sleep with someone else? First off, the OP in this wouldn't be the asshole in any capacity to me. I just think it's a little bit of like priorities, actually, because we need to break up. I'm sorry. He sent videos of you that you didn't know of without your consent to someone else that he was cheating on you with, and he already had cheated on you. As far as like you getting back at him, I don't know how that works. I feel like if your relationship is built on trust and honesty, like it doesn't really matter if you get back at him because he lied to you numerous times and he went behind your back and violated your privacy without your consent. So yeah, I'm pretty sure a therapist would say this probably isn't the right way to go because that's not what your relationship was built off of. I'm not a therapist though, so go. That's a therapist question, and he probably is thinking right now, I'm gonna keep cheating on you. Like there's no respect there, and I feel like when respect is lost, that's when I'm lost. That's when I'm gone. I don't play with nobody disrespecting me, and like I said, y'all know that I'm not even a hard, strict, monogamous person. But if that's what our relationship is built on, I actually talked about this recently on my podcast about my ex, where it's like he wanted to be non-hierarchical and I wanted to be monogamish or just like open relationship, open marriage. If you are lying to me and having a full-on relationship with somebody else, we're done. I don't want my man having another relationship with somebody else. I don't want you getting them birthday gifts. I don't want you doing none of that. Like it needs to just be physical. So in that same case, if you're lying to me and I found out you have a whole boyfriend, we're done because the honesty and the trust is broken. And it's the ongoing lying and the ongoing trust being broken for me where it just makes it hard for me to vibe with it. And the fact that he actually committed a crime against you, he committed a crime. So that's where for me also, he's a criminal to me at this point. And he's also somebody that does not respect you and your privacy. That I just think that is where I don't care what you do. I just think y'all need to be broken up. But the real question, I'll leave it for y'all, is should the OP get even? Or should they even try to salvage this relationship? Do y'all think it's worth saving? So what's the verdict? A, not the asshole, but revenge sex won't fix it. This relationship is already done. B, not the asshole at all. Tit for tat, he opened the door. Or C, forget the score question. The video means you leave, period. You're done with this relationship. Like, why would you really want to stay? So y'all let me know. I really, really, really want to know what y'all thoughts are. How y'all feel about every angle of this. And would you guys even be tolerating any of this moving forward? And also, I'm just curious to know, like, do you guys feel like this person was ever respected within this relationship? And this is not a diss to this OP, but I'm just curious, like, what your thoughts are for somebody to feel so comfortable doing the things that he did to him. So that's my tea on that. I think these all were pretty interesting. And like I said, violating somebody's privacy is very serious. I don't play about that. If you're somebody that does that, you're foul and you are literally committing a crime. So just know that. So y'all, that's the episode. 3 souvenirs nobody asked for and a lot of regret, but just not mine. That last one was heavy though. And like I said, I want us to like sit with that and make sure that we understand those type of things are not acceptable and not okay. But if any of these hit close to home for you, please, please, please let me know in the comments. Drop your verdict, A, B, or C. And if you have any stories that you want to share, that you want me to read on Read or Regret It, please DM me on Instagram, on TikTok, or hit my email at j@jtheomedia.com. And if you're rocking with Read or Regret It, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit subscribe, all the things. And until next time, stay safe, stay cute, and maybe not bring something home you can't return. All right, guys. See you guys on the next video.